Now, you were generous enough to explain to me before we went on air that your masters group ranges from people who are age 36 to people who are masters I, and I'm not even going to try and calculate how old that is. So obviously a very diverse group, and men and women. So how was that impacted in the coaching and the training plan that you followed?
Yeah, it's almost hard to put into a few sentences because, as you say, we've got a huge range of ages and men and women, and I guess with that, different abilities and different work-life balances and different some people are retired and so can row a lot more, and some people are working full-time jobs or have young families and so are kind of hampered by that. And so we can't ever assume a sort of one size fits all. Everybody must be on the water on Sunday mornings and Thursday evening or on the erg on a Tuesday night or whatever it may be. So I think any good masters group has to acknowledge that there's going to be vast differences in people's ability to train. And so the approach has to be flexible in that sense. If I compare it to the senior squad at London Rowing Club, who, there's a bunch of people there in their 20s who will do exactly what they're told when they're told to do it every single day of the week. You can't do that with masters. You have to accept that there needs to be flexibility built into it. And so our approach to training has very much been, there are days, if you like, there are times in the week where we go, this is where we would love to get as many people on the water as possible, and there will be coaching available for that on the water. And that's a kind of open session. Anyone can put their name down and be like, great, I will be there on a Sunday morning, for example. And we will aim to get as many boats out as possible with the intention of kind of battle paddling or doing pieces side by side. And that's where we get a lot of value out of that togetherness. But we specifically don't put any kind of pressure on, you must turn up for these sessions, otherwise you won't get selected for a crew. It's very much we understand if you can't make it. But what we do ask is if people can't, those sessions that they organise themselves to go out at another time, separately to that. Similarly, with any land-based training, we put out a schedule of kind of ergs. These are the ergs we want everyone to do, and you must record the scores. But we don't dictate you've got to do that on a Wednesday evening. It's sort of a please fit this into your own schedule. So we try to be as flexible as we possibly can be. And I think that leads to more participation as a result, because people can fit it in around themselves as opposed to feeling, I have to be there at this time to be part of it.
Was there a selection, as in competitive, 1K erg scores and things for some of the crews, or did they basically fall out of the fact that you were 4 people and you're all in the same age group